Hopefully it is coming through, but I know I'm early, a little bit, a couple minutes. But before I start that, I wanted to show off my Phalaenopsis, just how perky they are after hydration. And besides what I am about to show you now, this is what is left. And these are all going to be mounted. So I haven't even dealt with the Hamlins yet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So I'm proud of myself. Now let me do this real quick. So I have put the bulbo in there. There's that jungle elf cross. The bud looks like it's cracked open a little bit. Have yet to deal with this, although it has gotten water. That's the Silogeny. No, I'm sorry, that's a Gongora. Here's that in shade. And really quickly, here's these Anglocoids that I got at Redlands. This one, of course this one, and this one down here. And here's this one yet to be mounted, and then there's a couple here that Angraecum, or that's an Eranthes, I'm sorry, that has been potted up. And those are the next ones to be mounted. So, got quite a bit of it done, and I am so proud of myself, really. And as far as these Scutacarias over here, yeah, here's the Silogeny down here, the MUNDIFLORA. I have yet to put that in a pot, but I am going to. As far as these Scutacarias, one thing I did notice is that, see that green part down there? Now, I am really hoping that that's a new growth, but it could also be a flower spike. But I think these don't like their roots disturbed. So I'm just going to probably clip them. I'll probably just hang these up as they are and just kind of clip them to a mount. I'm thinking one of these mount, well, not this one, but I've got a couple over here that I'm gonna hang, just clip them with like a large paper clip clamp so that the roots aren't disturbed. They do not want their roots disturbed. I heard that. So let's get back to the unboxing, which is why we are here. And let's just really jump on it since it is 7. And please remember, if you like the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification button so that you can be notified when these types of videos are being premiered on my channel. And I want to thank you all for the support and for the viewer and audience of who have been watching me since I got back from Redlands. And this is still a continuation of that. And there still is another box out there from Redland/Hamlin. But anyway, let's get on with this. This is Cattleya Iricolor. And you know, I did just get a Cattleya Iricolor, but now I have this one, and I am really excited to see what size these plants are. But this is the first time that I've ordered from these companies, so nice big division. Let's interact with this just to see, give an idea of what the roots look like. I am curious. Okay, there's a plentiful supply of roots, and I can see the rhizome looks fairly clean, but the roots are really what I'm most interested in, and that is Cattleya iricolor. That is a Brazilian species on my bucket list, my very first bucket list, and reputedly known to some as the most fragrant Cattleya above Dowiana, Cattleya iricolor. Okay, and then here is Rodriguezia pulchra, a miniature Rodriguezia. Seen these before? Yeah, nicely mounted. Very nice. Very, very nice. I am so impressed because if you can see very closely, there's a new growth. There is another new growth. No, actually, that's not. But there is a new growth. So it is an established plant. Looks like that is the latest growth to mature. And it is a miniature. Love mounted plants. Okay, this is a Trichocentrum tigrinum, and I have a tigrinum over that I got this weekend, and this one's already mounted, so and I'm going to mount the other one. So there's a loose leaf, which is okay. You should expect some of that in transport. This came all the way from Ecuador, I think, but this is Trichocentrum tigrinum, and this is still got a lot of growing up to do, but I'll take it. And I'm putting them back in the little packages so that I can make sure that they're labeled correctly, because I don't see any labels on the plants per se. Okay, so this one is a Trichocentrum cuquat horrent. Again, it looks like it's a division, like my iricolor was. So let's take a peek and check out the roots. Here is, there's a knife around here somewhere. Okay. So I am so very fortunate to have had the experience that I had as far as with the pre-orders. Everything came as expected. The plants were very nicely picked out and healthy. And Mundiflora, I was expected to, I had actually sent them a message that I was going to be there and there was no need for them to mail them. But they sent me an email before I even arrived to Florida telling me that they had already shipped my order, which was such a godsend because that was one less thing that I had to pack, and it would have been all of these plants. And there are some large plants in here. I'm just beginning. But that's a nice Trichocentrum, same group, same family as the Tigrinum that I just opened. And here is another Rodriguezia, Strobelii. Never heard of that one. So it's always nice to find new species amongst the genus that you collect. And I collect Rodriguezias. So it's nice when you can find those. And see, this is just dryness from transport, I am pretty sure, because these do not care to dry out much. And they're a high humidity plant, which is another reason that they are looking as if they're dehydrated, but that is easily remedied as soon as I give them a drink, which they will get as soon as this video is over. But that's a nice Rodriguezia, pendant flowers, sequentially flowering inflorescence at times. Sometimes they're fragrant, most often not, but I love them. I love their daintiness. They're very small and miniature, which makes them easy to have in your collection. They don't take up any space. And so here is another Cattleya hybrida, another rare choice orchid. And I think this is a natural hybrid that can get fairly tall, 2, 3, 4 foot tall. The one that I did have that I got from maybe it was Carter and Holmes. No, it was Chadwick and Sons, and that was the only one that they had when I got it at the time. But this is a very nice start, and I'll just trust looking down into the middle of the sack that the roots are pretty decent as all the others have been. So far, so very impressed. Yeah, look at those roots. Really, really plentiful there. Ready to be hydrated, and there looks like there's a rhizome that's plumping up. And look, there's a green tip root as well. So this hybrida is gonna be growing. So moving on, and this says Scudicaria salesiana. Hey, Denise. No, well, I have been here about 10 minutes, about 8 minutes, because I was a little late. Actually, I was early, but I'll recap for you anything. Okay, this is a Scudicaria, which is what I got also. I knew that I was getting this, but I got the others as well, and I probably got another Scudicaria in here as well. So that means that I will have 4. But if these are gigantic, like the ones that I picked up, then it's well worth it, because the ones that I got were Peruviana, and this one is Salesiana. I guess that's how you would say it. But unwrap this gently, and then I'll get it back on the camera. Okay. Oh, and this is already mounted. OMG, I am so floored right now. This is what I just unwrapped. And you see that it is mounted. You can see how long the pseudobulbs are, just like my others. And coming out the back are roots. And there's a new growth. I would think, but we'll see. And more yellow-tipped roots. I am so happy. Yes, Denise. I mean, there is, and look how thick. These are even thicker than the ones that I've already got, which means that they're much more mature, and I'm really pleased to see those roots. I am pleased to see that it's mounted. So that's a big relief, because that is one of the things that you contemplate over and over. Because really, with these bare mounted, rare imported orchids, first the first thing that you put them on really sets the tone for their entire life with you. I mean, really, hopefully that plant will take to the mount, and you won't have to fool around with it. So to see it already on the mount, I can take a deep breath. So, and plus the plant is growing still. All right. Wow. Okay. Now, this is another one that was on my list that I've struggled with. This is a hulatia, and I got another hulatia that I got at the festival, and it's the one that was yellowing, and it's result of transport from Thailand or wherever they're from, Vietnam. I don't know, but this one looks like it is either bare root. That one is actually in a pot and has two growths coming up on it. I would wish or hope that this would be mounted, but it does look like it's bare root. Hulatias are more, they are in the Stanhopea family, believe it or not. Their inflorescence do not uh, emerge from the base of the plant like gongoras and Stanhopea as well in that fashion, but hulatias are, their inflorescence are erect, and the flowers are very vibrant, fragrant, and once they are on the spike, they, because of the heaviness of the flowers, the spike can become pendant, but it's not pendant like a gongora or a stanhopea. If that makes sense. The spike is erect and emerges from the base and up. And as I'm looking, that looks like a new growth right there. And I'm not sure what I am. Yeah, okay, looks like that's just covered in a sheath. Okay, because I'm seeing these green parts that are popping out amongst the sheath, but it is just part of that same sheath. But anyway, the roots are nice, and I think that I'll probably just pot this up since it's bare root. Again, that is a hulatia. And what did I do with this? Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. Well, it's hulatia something. Here we go. Hulatia sanderi. Sanderi. Yeah, I think I don't want to mess with it too much because it looks like it's actively in growth. So I'm just going to set it gently in a pot and uh, you know fill it in so that it's tight in the pot and hope that the roots aren't disturbed so much so it doesn't skip a beat. That's my intention. To make a long story short. Okay, so Roger Getzieliana. I saw this plant on Roger's channel and also uh, gardening with gardening gardening at Duensa. Oh, and look, a flower spike. That is definitely a flower spike. And this is Roger Getzieliana, which is a miniature plant. And as I've said before, they get little dainty bell-shaped flowers that are very delicate, or almost not bell. They're more open than a bell, but they're very small and fragrant. Some of them are, and this it can rebloom over sequentially over time from the same inflorescence. So that's beautiful to see that it came with a flower spike all the way. And I got two of those, so I might as well just open this one up and compare them. This one, I just love how it all everything. Look at that. Did I just mess up a flower spike? Or that could be a spike flower spike. But in any event, this one is mounted as well. And it does look like this was a bent flower spike. It's brown. And there's the plant. Need of a little water, but that's okay, still fine with me. That's Roger Getzia, Leanna. Okay, let me put these aside and move on. Okay, here is, we all know that one. That's formerly Maxillaria shinkiana, the dark Maxillaria. I don't want to call it black, but it is more dark maroon or dark purple than black. But there are some forms that I got one from Yoshi that was really almost black. And there's the plant. It is a miniature plant. This is blooming size. They do bloom small, and they bloom from the base. Very small inflorescence. So it's easy to miss when the flower blooms. That's Maxillaria or Basilochus shinkiana. Okay, moving on, and this is Epidendrum cornatum, and this is another one that I've tried and tried and tried and have failed at. And I am intent on keeping going. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more you kill, the more the less chances of more success, I should say. And this plant is in spike because when I look, they would bloom from the apex, and that right there is a flower spike right there. Actually, it could be another leaf, but it's a very nice sized plant. This is a reed stemmed species. Likes it. It can take range of temperatures, but likes it more on the low side of hot, more intermediate, and likes water, a little less in the winter. And then they bloom from the apex, as I said, sort of cascading white fragrant flowers. I think they're from Brazil, maybe Brazil, Ecuador. Okay, that was cornatum, Epidendrum cornatum. And moving on, I did get 24 orchids, so if you're counting, and this is Oncidium astrolabium. Now this is another plant that I love. I really stay away from Oncidiums for the most part, but there are a few besides the trichocentrums that I try to grow, like the Max Miltoni Phymatichilum that used to be Oncidium, but the reason I like this Oncidium is because I've had it before and I've flowered it before when they used to have them on Equigenera, and this flower is very fragrant. And I don't think there's a lot of Oncidiums that are still Oncidiums, not many that are fragrant. I mean, there are some, but there are not a lot. And this one, even though it is a cooler and a more intermediate grower, it's worth growing. So I am pleased to have another Oncidium astrolabium. All right. This one is Gongora nigropunctata, which I did get one of these. And I just showed it to you before I started the video. Well, I did start the video when I was outside. And showed you the nigropunctata outside that still is in the package. But on initial inspection, it looks as if the one that I already have is a little bit bigger. But I'm not hating on this. What was that, Denise? Let me see. Most people call it, yeah, dark maroon. That is why it's good to put it. It's worth. Okay. So yeah, this is Gongor. The other is definitely bigger pseudobulbs, but I don't mind. This is similar to Grossa. And put that aside. And let's open this one. And this is Brassavola alvalformis, a species. Oh, no, I'm listening to everything you say, Denise. You are far more advanced in this here orchid business than I am. You're just being modest. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the, look at how big it is. Ovalformis. Previously bloomed, looks like not too long ago. Oh, come on, Denise. You have every cattleya that I want, and you bloomed them. All right, so, but yeah, look at this plant. I'm not even gonna unwrap it. I'm just gonna bare mount it anyway on a big piece. Look at those canes, those are so big. Love it. This has been worth this whole pre-order business because the plants honestly were not that expensive. They were about, the most I spent was this Nemoria wallisii, which is gotta be, you know what? I don't see it in here. I got a Nemoria wallisii and I don't see it because I definitely pre-ordered it and that was $70 unless I missed it. But how can I miss it? Because I thought this whole box was full of Nemoria wallisii because that's a big orchid. Oh well, it's not here. I will, anyway, I'll figure that out. Scutocarius salesiana, that's the other one that I got two of those just because I was not aware that they would be this big and that they would be there at the festival. So we will see what transpires. These Scutocarias I know were the same price as the ones that I got at Redlands. They were $24, and these look either the same size or healthier. Maybe not as long, but it looks as if the canes, the individual pseudobulbs, are thicker. All right, and so looking down in there, actually, let me just go ahead and unwrap it because it is mounted like the other, so I can look at the roots and what's going on. Okay, and it is on tree fern, which is another thing that sets what I would call this nursery apart, because Osmunda tree fern is what they would prefer. I've got a cross of those. Peter Lynn had those, but yeah, the species, that's pretty elusive. Yeah, but look at those fat roots right there. I'm not sure how long this plant has been on the mount. It really doesn't look like it has penetrated the mount like its brother over here, but that's cool with me. I am happy to have those plants because, as I've said, and you all know, it's pretty rare to find Scutocarias or really any of these outside of Equigenera. And their Equigenera has never been this big as far as their plants. Definitely not with this amount of roots. Okay, and so this one is another Areopsis. Here's my name. And this is Areopsis skeptra. And it looks like it is maturing this nice, lovely growth. Let me see what this is going on inside of this package. This is most likely a terrestrial, in a terrestrial mix. So I would doubt that it would be mounted. And yeah, you can see that it's got two new growths that are maturing. There's this one, and then here's the one on the other side here. Really, really nice plant. And yeah, it's bare root, big roots. Wow, look at that. That's very, very well grown. Look at that. And very clean. And that's by Areopsis skeptra, which is different from the one that I already have, Areopsis biloba, but very similar, yeah, skeptra. Okay, that's it. And I don't see my Maria Wallisii, but I can't cry about it. I am so blessed with what I got here already. And if I accidentally, which I doubt that would ever happen, but if I did accidentally remove it, no, I didn't. Only a fool would miss. Okay, because that should be the biggest thing on this table, honestly. But I don't see it. So that's all I got. And yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But there's some Rodriguezias here. I got my two lianas right there. Then I got the Trichocentrum tigrinum, Cattleya iricolor, and this is my Cattleya hybrida. There's the Schunkiana, maxillaria, there's the Rodriguezia pulchra, another one there. Then here are the two Scuticarias. This is, what's that? Oh, that's my iricolor. No, it's not. Let me move this. This is, oh, the Trichocentrum cuquat. There's the tigrinum, Liliana and Spike. And there's the other, yeah. Okay. And then here's the Epidendrum cornatum. Maybe you missed that one, Denise. And then here's the Hulatia. And yeah, there's the hybrida. And that's it. That's all there is. Very, very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. And thank you, MUNDIFLORA, Redlands. Here I am. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and get these out of my kitchen. Thanks, Denise, and whoever else is out there watching. Have a good one. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.